Can you hear me? Check, check. Yo. Ugh. It's hot. It's really hot. So I don't know how long I'll last. Anyway, let's do this today. Because you know what? Let's get some progress. There was something that I needed to do before I started coding and I forgot what it was. So be right back. And I'm back. Right. The thing I wanted to do was go into the README and then add the amount of days I've got left until next. $37. And I will be 36 after today. Alrighty. So this thing. Let's get this show on the road again by launching npm again. Then I forget what it was. Package JSON. Serve. And then we'll run our application. There we go. So this thing needs a competitor score, or scoreboard basically. So let's do that. How did I add a new table to competition detail listing competitors and their scores? It's the question, well, what should I show when there aren't any competitors yet? Competition detail. So we've got current competitors. Maybe we could get rid of that or something. Or get rid of this, in fact. Like put this behind a complete challenges view or something. That could be a little bit better. Maybe we could do that first. Move completing challenges list view to different page. So that's the first thing that we'll do. Maybe we'll call this competitions challenges or something. Competitions challenges view. And then we'll just first of all copy paste everything and then strip what we need. Maybe first make a route for this or do some renames. Okay. Let's complete it here. Challenges, and then just call it complete. And then the component shall be called, or we've already got a name for that, competition challenges, which I should be able to import. There we go. Okie dokie. And I don't know yet why this isn't added yet. Okay, so we've got our copy of the competition detail. We have a path that corresponds to it. So the thing we could do next is link to this thing when clicking on a link here. We'll put in the detail maybe. So instead of this challenges table, we'll put a link there, like complete challenges or something. Complete challenges. And then I have no idea anymore how to link this. I think it's like a router link or something. Router link. Vue.js router link. Right. Oh yeah, this is it. It's just an element router link, okay. There we go. And then can say where it should lead to, and it should lead to well, this competition's ID, I guess. Yeah. I imagine we need to bind. Competition ID. And then it was competition slash the ID and then complete, I believe. Competitions. And then wrap that in backticks. Okay. So we've got a link now. There we go. All right, that seems to work already. And then we'll replace that link, or well, we'll replace this previous table with a scoreboard. And what we can do now is just go to challenges and then only leave maybe this is still interesting, but we don't want to add competitors. So that should go. This should remain. And then yeah, we don't want to, yeah, let's not list competitors then maybe either. And then give it a title that we do with the mounted thing. I think, yeah, update title, competition name. And then what we'll do is like complete challenges. Get rid of that. There we go. And that competition. Since we're not listing competitors anymore, we can just do that. Navigate to mark as completed. Now this will need to remain. Add competitor can go as well. We can strip that too. Same for this thing. Oh jeez. All right. All right, cool. So now we can already commit this, I think. Moved completing challenges to separate page. There we go. Let's push this. Where do we go after we submitted something? Back to, that's cool. All right. Okay, let's clean up some more maybe. All right. All right, cool. This we can also commit. Little cleanup action. And then what? Then we can start moving from the detail. We can choose. First we could style this router link into a button maybe. Yeah, then maybe what we need to do is do with this instead. And don't use router link then. I'm not very smart. Let's put on the fan. Okay. Yeah, let's change it into a button. And then this will end up being click is this of the router navigate to, right? So let's do that. Navigate to complete challenges. This can go. Let's put it all on one line. Let's create this function. All right, we still need to strip that. Because navigate to mark as completed is not used, and neither is get challenges. Yeah, this challenges table should not be there. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Okay, so now we've got a button, complete challenges. Alright. So I agree that it doesn't really look like that much. It doesn't look nice yet. We'll fix that soon enough. Complete challenges via button. Plus some cleanup. You do get to tick some boxes though, so that's nice. Move completing challenges to a different page. Dunsies. Add new table to competition detail, listing competitors and their scores. So that's a new thing we'll need to do. And then I guess we'll put that underneath the title and above the navigate to complete challenges button. Right, so let's go cheat and then look what our challenges table thing looks like again. I'll need a data table. Something like that. And then I'll need competitors. And then these headers. So this is the score table header, I guess. Score table headers. Doesn't exist yet. And then we'll just do points, then name points, and then description we won't need. Alright. I don't think we'll need click handlers for this yet. No. Not yet, at least. This align top thing I'll also won't need yet. Score. Scoreboard. Okay, then add some headers. Or I think I don't remember what this looks like. So let's get back to the challenges table thing. Okay, something like that. And we've got name points, and then that's it. This actually will also list all of the competitors, so maybe we can not do this chip thing anymore, and then just when adding a competitor, we'll add it to the list. Oh, look, it's already there. Ah, dang. So how? I guess that they should be defaulted to 0 points. Maybe we'll do that in the backend. Right. And then somehow we want to sort this by points, right? And then like have an index here, maybe show an index. That means that we'll need to add another header called position or something. Value. I don't know. Nothing. And then hopefully I will be able to use index somehow. Not sure if this will work. It does not. This table should also not be sortable. So let's visit the Viewtify data table docs. So I think we need this maybe, so the custom sort filter, and then disable initial sort, and then hopefully we'll be able to hard code sorting order. I guess I also don't want pagination, do I? 5 is too little, right? Because we will always be more than 5, I guess. External sorting. Okay, let's just do one thing at a time and then try and sort first. Okay, maybe I'll do that. So first of all, our index header should be sortable false. Why is width a string? Seems weird. Guess they should also be sortable false, right? Here we go. And then we want our custom sort thing to be this. So this is a function, custom sort. Custom sort by index. Well, actually no, by points. And then we'll define our by points function to be something like this. It'll get in an item array, which is not exactly, hang on, so it's not an object, it should be an array of competitors. Okay, and then whether or not it should be descending. This index thing I don't really get though. Why? Sort by maybe a dot points. score. What? So we know that a competitor has a total score, and we'll add that as a number. Total score. All right. I wonder if we could do that. Hey, Jared. Welcome back. I was just adding a new scoreboard table to the app. Let me get you up to date, I can now add competitors, also remove competitors. I've moved completing of challenges to a different page where you can. Alright, I already gave Snarf some points. I gave both of them some points. Yet they do not have any points. Ooh. That is because this is incorrect. It should be total score. There we go. So if we were to have Snarf complete the Alo Alo challenge. There we go. And I was just sorting or custom sorting that scoreboard table in the hopes that I can have a fixed sort order for that thing. And to do that, Vuetify's data table provides us with a sorting function. I've called it by points. Maybe I should call it by total score. Probably should have renamed that actually. And that function looks like this. I think I can get away with just using this items array actually. Not really sure what to do with an index or is descending, since, well, is descending I'm definitely not going to use because I won't be able to toggle ascending or descending. And then I got a sneaking suspicion I'll need to shift these around. Well, there we go. And then the only thing I'm lacking is a position, so it should just be an index of the table. And I thought I could just display that here, but I'm not really sure yet. I was just looking for yeah, like an index thing. That would be great actually. I know. Is there a way to get to the type of this thing? The props. I remember looking at it at some point though. I go back to here, to the docs, go to slots maybe. Scope slots? Items. See, it has an, oh, okay, hang on. It has an index, which is a number. Items. Oh, so I just need to get rid of that, probably. Oh yeah, okay. And now it's zero based, of course. Have you looked at the new function based view through? Ooh. No, I have not. Function based view 3 API. Okay, some examples gonna be great. Let's also read that. Nice. I fall in love too easily. Oh. Ah, here we go. Examples. Expose logic-related component options via function-based APIs instead. Logic-related component options. I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. Okay, what am I looking at here? Okay, so they've got some kind of state pattern going here. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh, that's some good info. So they were working on a class-based API to officially support, but ran into a lot of problems and had to abandon it. It's very likely going into view 3 as it solves some edge cases that the default syntax does not. Okay, so they're gonna drop component-based then. Is that a correct assumption to make? It does look like it seems like before you had this object which signified a Vue.js component or a class, and it had the signature of having a data method, methods, and then some computed things. And instead of that top level thing, we now have still one object, literal, with only one function called setup, which returns an object literal with all of these things. So this would be the actual object, right? So our object that we return now is a closure, basically, or what's the thing called again? I think it's called a closure. Just a function that lives at some point in time. Instead of having all of this being returned, right? And then, so it's slightly different though. Fetching data based on property. Here's the functions API thing. Okay, so your setup function can be passed some properties. I like that better because this is just like some magic that got filled in. Now you know it's something that it's explicitly passed in. I like that. I need to add watches. It's also better than this syntax. That's nice. Oh, then you do need these. Oh no, that's old syntax again. Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, all existing code still works. Won't be a new default, but a new alternative option. Means every part of the view reactivity system is now tree shakeable. Ah, yeah. Oh my. I worry a bit about this because it adds a new style, and whenever to do the same thing basically, and this is basically the thing that that I don't like about Angular, because you've got like, I don't know, like at least 3 different ways to do form interpretation. I'm working with forms in Angular. And any release date, or like because it's still an RFC? Is there target major version? Yeah, sure. When. This is a lot of work put into this project. It's mind-boggling. But I think it's cool that they stopped the class-based approach if it ended up not working for them. I'd love to read about that at some point too. Yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah, but then it's getting used to a new paradigm a little bit. Component options. Okay. Oh, okay. So it will be out in a couple of months. Got bumped to Q3, maybe pushed back to Q4 because users wanted them to release a usable version of the function-based API. Okay. That makes sense. So that it won't be half-assed and not used at all. That's smart. I hope they push it back instead of releasing it if it's not ready or not tested enough. All right. Okay, I wonder how I'll migrate to this then. Maybe it'll be best to drop. And is someone working on like TypeScript stuff? Because you say it's being designed with TypeScript in mind. This entire RFC thing is also very new to me. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, nice. It's like their community process. I think if they're gonna use, I mean, this function API thing is gonna work really well with Vuex. It's TypeScript by default. Oh wow, that's really cool. So we'll have types and typed functions, etc., from the Vue.js developers themselves. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I'm looking forward to this. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, man. That's amazing. Alright, I'll leave this thing open in a new tab somewhere and then... Cool. Let's fix this with a little bit, I guess. Dunsies. And then get width fixed on the headers thing. So everything is sortable false, and then width takes in a string, and I don't know what kind of string it's supposed to be. Like, what did you put in there? Small or something? It doesn't seem to do anything. Props. Headers. What the hell? String. None of these have width. Examples? I don't like that I have to guess what you can fill in. as a string in width. What does it mean? Getting in a string here. Headers. Oh, this is like auto scale or something. Auto size. Beautify, almost beautify, data table, header width. Where is the header thing? Oh, it's 10%, what? Okay, that does seem to work though, so that's good. And then we'll align it to the right. Right. There we go. And then maybe even less than 10% then. Let's give it 4. Okay, that's already small. Ha! Alright. This works. Works for me. What does it look like on an iPhone? Fine. That looks fine. Cool. So that's already the scoreboard. Scoreboard with position, name, and total score. Fixed ordering. And then the only thing I still need to is not have it paginated on 5. So if I add some more competitors, yeah. Panthro, let's get him back in the game while we can. Okay, so I've got 6 now rows per page. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of the pagination. API. Okay, let's do maybe rows per page items or something. And then put this in there. Okay, rows per page items. Oh wait, these are the selected things, of course. Oh, okay. Disables built in. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So these are all of the options. Maybe I can just go like Put that somewhere here as well. Take this. Oops. That wasn't buffered. And then let's not do 5, let's do 10 and then 25 and then this. Nice. So now we always have a list of these, and then maybe what we could do is adding these, but then like a new line here or something. Let's put complete challenges below this thing. All right. Or maybe at the very top. Maybe put it at the very top. Let's see what that looks like. Let's do justify its column mode. So then I'll do align center, I think. Or justify center. I was trying to get that button shifted to the center. Okay, so it is align self center, but then how I thought that was this thing. And this is part of Viewtify, I think. So I'll need to go like alignment. Maybe grid system direction and align. Okay. It should be a flex thing. Align self center. WTF, mate. So it does work if I
in which you operate at your best capacity and which will
actually add it to the button itself.
To deter all these other things that that you're worrying about. So I figured, like, if I take care of the music as best I can.
But it won't work with the data attribute.
And all these other things will be affected as I desire them to be affected, as much as I can affect.
Okay, there we go. And then if I switch it, it looks horrible. Well then, let's keep it like that and never speak of CSS again. Because it makes me feel bad. Welcome to my life as a backend developer. Hey, we did get the scoreboard up to date though. What happens if I get rid of snarf now? Oh. Cool. Okay, that seems to work. Last thing I changed was what? Yeah, I increased the rows per page items and then moved the completed challenges thing up. More competitors on scoreboard. Commit. Push it. Let's tick some boxes, shall we? Done. Also done. Ooh. I still can't do this because I haven't changed anything in the backend yet. Yep, let's not do that. I think it was like this. Yeah. And then we shall close this issue. Done. Scenario test. Not useful. Because nothing in the backend changed. There we go. Man, I can't stand the heat. It's horrible. Oh. Oh yeah, editing a created challenge. I thought that was a feature I didn't implement yet, and I could be right. Yeah, and I am correct. I can't click on any of these. I can't create a new one. I can't even delete one. All right. So, right. I have 37 days. Well, 37 sessions left until the next snow case. There we go. What do I have from issues then? Deploy somewhere is like a big thing I should be working on actually. Ooh, and then there's another one, which is actually might be a bug. Oh, damn it! It's not actually. It should be a bug. Not remotely. or when running via ngrok won't work, possibly because of cores, goddamn cores. And submit it, and then maybe we'll fix this thing first, because the moment I have this I can fire up ngrok and then people can start playing around with this. So let's pull that in. Assigned to me. Okay, so let's show you the thing. ngrok something something. And then if you were to go to this URL, it'll say invalid host header. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, let's refresh. I think I might need to run it from my not run it from, oh shit, let's first fix that and then complete challenge.view. 谁小 47. Oh, right. Detail. Good God. All right, and then these things should be single quotes. I bet these should be single quotes too then. Okay. Unnecessary value property. Quoted. Oh, it shouldn't be quoted. Oh yeah. Okay, 79 trailing comma. All right. Fixed lint warnings. Right, so let's stop running this, and instead I'll do a bootjar thing, I guess. So let's stop this too. Maybe let's do a clean build. Oh. And I think this should, well, I don't know if I need to do boot chart thing. Okay, I've got like some project somewhere. Build and copy. And let's copy that here. Oh. And then we shall open it. Build and copy. And then instead of doing all of this crap, we can have a challenge, I think we call our project. And then I'll only need to go one level up, because from Effort UI I'll go up one, and then I can go here. All right. Oh no, I'll need to put it in the back end, so like that. Yeah. Okay, this should do it. So production resources, it doesn't have a static folder just yet, so let's do that. Okay, cool. Let's run this build and copy job. We should build a package, JavaScript package that is of our Vue app, then put it in the resources folder, so that when I then run my my Spring Boot app, it will host both the UI and the REST API. And I think since I'm using the proxy thing, okay. I think this is it. So if I go here in production under resources, under static, here we go. So then if I were to run the effort application, all right, and then not go there, kill this, maybe, and grok that. Nice. All right. All Alright, cool. It does load a little bit slow, doesn't it? I guess that's fine. So that wasn't the issue actually. I just needed to serve it from one part. That's about it. One server, I mean. Excellent. Alrighty. Let's commit this thing actually. Added copy UI this to local there we go. Push that, and then actually that fixes this bit. All right. Okay, now I think I'm gonna do some grooming, and yeah, because I've realized that I only have, I have got 37 live coding sessions left until the next snowcase, and the idea is to start using this thing then. That means all of the issues I can think of need to somehow fit in those 37 days. And I already got some feedback. This is one of the things, at least. So editing a created challenge. This is some technical. Well, maybe I should add some more labels. Is there a technical label or something? Enhancement. Okay. Let's add a technical label if that's even possible. It should be, right? Issues. Ah, here we go. Technical. Or maybe let's call it quality attribute. Oh yeah, this is fine. Alright. Deploy somewhere should be quality attribute thing. Okay, now I notice that the quality attribute label is not lowercased like the rest is. And in our case, deployability of that issue. That's a bug. This is also a call it the attribute label. We should get it. Okay, so what did I get? So we got a created challenge thing. And then what we thought of today. I already killed it. Oh, and I'll need to set up some forwarding, I guess, as well. Because navigating directly here. Okay, that's a bug. Bug. Shows white label. Fix Spring Boot URL forwarding or something. Okay, then the other thing we had problems with was if you're in a competition, you've got a competitor, and we do have challenges that belong to that competition. Well, what was the issue again? Right, displaying this scoreboard, the current competitors, and then these seem a little bit weird. So it should be like an enhancement. This should be an enhancement. Consolidate scoreboard with competitors and deleting them. Why this feature? Well, competitors are shown both on the scoreboard and in the list of competitors, but you can only delete or remove competitors from the list of competitors, not from the scoreboard, which sort of makes sense actually, right? Either show admin page or something, or consolidate both features into one data component or something. I don't know how to call that. Tasks. Think about what tasks this involves. I guess the first thing is to figure out what I want. Maybe do some sketches first. There we go. Okay, so it's in the correct project. And then what we should Damn it, there was some issue, right? Let's look at the feedback, shall we? There we go. All right. So I'll need some rework here. Rework. Creating a competition to work like kitty split. So why is this? Right now there's no distinction between a participant or someone that created the competition. So that's some context.
He only does it about once a week. But why does it come down to the ground to do it?
There's no distinction between participant and someone that created the competition. And what I'll need to do...
It must be very important, for a sloth on the ground is almost helpless.
Well, actually, and flow works like this. Someone creates a competition, selecting challenges and dates. Someone adds participants or competitors. Well, no, I really want to open creator host. Discover a good name for this kind of actor. Someone adds competitors. Then eventually the competition starts. And what happens then is some will actually and becomes the blurb. Maybe Altman is fine. Admin as competitors. Admin shares the URL, competition URL with well, and then any participant can now create a new challenges, add competitors, remove competitors. Basically, a participant becomes an admin. And this is an issue. least that's not how kitty split works. So what I'll need to do is figure out how to generate an admin only link. Introduce users. Oh boy. Or roles, actually. Roles. Allow a user, both admin and participant, to select their name. Or unique per admin. So if multiple admins, multiple URLs or links, okay. Why is it an issue? This allows sore losers to mess up the entire competition. And we don't want that. All right. Maybe I'll need to do this first. When they access their link, oh yeah, then provide shareable link for a competition. This should just be the default link, actually. Like, I don't need to do anything specific for that. Just be the default link with the competition ID. Then, whenever you access that link at some point, allow a participant to select their name when they access their link. Then what the other thing I could do is put that in the local storage. Then provide a way to change who they are acting as, maybe something like that. So this is now become an epic, right? An epic feature. I don't think I've got a label for that yet. So let's add that actually. Epic. Needs more specific issues. I'll add the label later. Add the project though. Okay. What else can we think of? Alright, and then the other annoying thing is I'll need something to send mails. Oh boy. That's just for recovery, right? I guess we'll just create this this thing next. I can't think of anything else here. Up. Epic. As an admin, I didn't, well, I don't know. I lost the unique admin URL or something. And I want to recover admin rights on my competition. Something like that, I don't know. Or I'll actually have users fill in their email when they start creating a competition. So recovery URLs can be sent in the future. Provide a recovery page. Well, link maybe. A recovery to start unique link recovery process from the main competition page, maybe. Something like that. Email input field. Okay. What else do I need? I don't know. Can't think of anything anymore. Or also an epic. Let's put it in there. Okay. And then let's see what other feedback I got. So to split into like a more of a setup part and like whenever the competition is running part. And I think what we have is we got this thing actually. Let's rename this because to work to be split in an admin / setup part and a participant part. There we go. That's better. Okay, so then I'll need to write some issues for all of these and then link them here, I guess. And I think what I want to do is also like write this out in a flow diagram or something so that it becomes more apparent. Okay. And then deploy at some point. Okay. Okie dokie. Ah yeah, there is one thing that I wanted to do actually. And that is, there is an extension called PlantUML. Which I'll need, and the other thing I'll need is an extra plugin, I think. That allows C4 PlantUML things. Snap. Where did I put that? Here. Getting started. Ah, okay, so there's just snippets. Because PlantUML support inside is excellent with the extension, you can also find VS Code snippets at here. Okay dokie. And then I'll need a way to, oh wait, hang on. No, cancel. Raw. Right. And then I think I just need to put them in there. I'm not really sure. VS Code. Snippets. Something like that, not VS Code. Oh, C4 dot code dash snippets. There we go. Do I need to restart? I guess not. Right. Go back here. Alright, so maybe I do want to do this. Okay, I want to add a docs folder maybe then. If I don't have one already. I don't have one already, that's weird. Phew! Okay. Then C4 root or something. I don't know how you call that. And then download all of these, I guess. Oh. C4. All right. This is the component. Dash component underscore component. All right, and then I don't want to include URL, but then maybe. Oh, hang on, I got rid of that. Underscore container. All right. And then context. Should be just local, right? Same with this one. Maybe it's not include URL, but then include local or something. I don't know. Here's the context one. C4 underscore context, the last one. Or, well, the first one. There we go. Oh, and just include instead of include URL. Alright. Same for this one and same for that one. Alright. Okay, so now I have all of the PlantUML files. Here are these snippets. Okay. Now let's create a C4 container diagram. C4 elements, why is it? Okay. All right, now I also need to add snippets, I think. How do you do that? Snippet insert, configure user snippets, hey. Oh, C4. Dang it. It was just code snippets. Okay. I guess I'll delete this one and then put everything in there. Delete, baby. Yep, move the trash. Move the trash. Loretta. Oh. Okie dokie. So I've got all of these already. Samples. Okay, so I think I've got everything set up now. Then let's just try and do this. So we'll create a new container diagram over here, I guess. Container diagram. And then I include C4 root. So let's rename that already and call it C4 container. Okay, then end, and then we'll add a snippet. God damn it. C4 underscore person. Oh, so just PlantUML. Boop. Actually, I don't really know how the PlantUML thing works. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, let's put that in there. So diagram slash style, diagram slash source. So I think this is correct. Then we'll have a diagrams folder. Then we'll move this into diagrams. Yeah, sure. And then we'll rename C4 to style. And then we'll add a source folder. Put the container diagram in there. Okay. right? I guess we'll... Oh, option D that... Cannot... Oh yeah, it's that's correct. Maybe I'll just do this. Oh, hang on. Source is... Okay. Aha! Cool. This is cool. Okay, the only thing I'm struggling with now is snippets. Because I would like to use them. Because these don't seem to do anything. That's fine though. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so now I don't know why it's called elements though. Also, this is not the container diagram. Okay, but at least I've kickstarted stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's just make the container diagram person. Well, let's just call it Peter, because Peter wanted to, or he's the initial creator. So let's call this creator. Initial creator of the competition. Oh, of a competition. And then we've got a container. And this is our Spring Boot. So technology is Spring Boot. Label would be the F-it web app. Serves, well, actually. Yeah, I'll need to wrap those things. I saw some support here. Boundary. System boundary. Boundary. And then this is a wrapped. Call it F-it. Then this is a, maybe let's call it the REST API, or no, it should be the F-it web app. That should be fine. Spring Boot. Let's do Spring Boot UI. And we have, oh, like this, a REST API, also Spring Boot, F-it web app, Vue.js hosted in static Spring Boot, something like that, maybe. Do not yet have an external system. Something like this. Nice. And then the only thing I don't yet have is technology, so this should be Spring Boot, and then this can go, or maybe this can become just Vue.js or something like that. Maybe that will become more clear. No, you can't. Okay. Oh shit. How do you do that again? I'll get rid of this. Don't need that. Okay, then we've got another container called db. This is yeah, Postgres. Fit db. And then we'll add a relation from Spring Boot REST to db, persist competition, and that will be JDBC. And then I think what we also are gonna do is go like this: Spring Boot UI to Spring Boot REST. Well, perform REST calls, I guess, over HTTPS. Well, HTTP, I guess. Something like this. This should be a little bit more clear. Yeah. Yeah, that's not interesting to have this person be there as well. Let's say complete challenges. Create and manage competition. That's it. For rent or something like that. What if I put them in the yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. So where's these diagrams? Oh, this is just a preview, right? So what I could do now is PlantUML export current diagram. Sure, I don't really know. Okay, so that's why it's called elements. And then container diagram is the same folder as this thing is in. Oh, it's the same. Okay, I see. This is the container diagram then. And then we'll rename this to C4 diagrams. Maybe? Doesn't really matter, does it? And then what I can do is just copy this and then put them here. Cool. Container diagram. Cool. And then let's see what we have here. I want to add all of these. Oops. Okay. Added some C4 diagrams using PlantUML. Okay, and then what I wanted to do is make a new file and then call it flows or something, flows.puml. Yikes. Ugh. Component. Let's see what this thing looks like. Well, let's reuse these. And then what do we have available in component? Just component. Okay. One. Oh. Why is that? I think you can see it right here. No? Let's look at the container thing then, I guess. needs the third argument, otherwise it won't work. Okay. Okay. Competition created. By Peter. What happens next is well, actually no, before that email filled in or something. Same competition name. Dates. Selected. That's about it. Then eventually the competition is created. And then what happens next? Participants are added. Well, it's no longer the participants competitor in that case. Another competitor added. Oh, another thing that we forgot here is maybe I'll do this last. Challenges, competition challenge selected. So all of this, is that like, is there a component boundary? Component container boundary. Creating competition or something. God dang it. System boundary. So there's no container boundary. There is. Oh no, it's a underscore, okay. Alright, so I'll need to do that here as well. Container boundary. Oh. So it takes an alias and a label, and then that's about it. Container boundary. Maybe you can't nest a container boundary within a system boundary or something. Nope. Oh, maybe it's just indentation. Nope. Oh. Container. Typos. Yay. Okay. This is better. Okay, that can go, and this can go as well, I guess. So we've got a container boundary for this thing here. Yeah, cool. And then let's just go creating a competition. Initially. There we go. And then what we can do, I hope, is rel the one to the other. This is the last one I need. All right, and then I'll do rel. Whoop. Whoop. And then that should be that. guess it needs to some text. Yeah. Causes. No. I don't want maybe like this. Ugh. Okay, and then these can go. There we go. Oh, this is also after. So once this is done, then we should add more components, I guess. Challenge completed. So whenever this happens, okay. This is managing or managing participants, I guess. Managing competitors before competition starts. All right. Okay. What does this look like? Okay. Could also do this. Link shared. And then link shared. Let's do this again then. Another competitor added, I think. So link shared on the second. And then we go from link shared to another competitor added, and then from a link shared the second to challenge completed. And now it should be sequential again. Okay, so let's read it. So first the competition name is filled in. Yep. Then competition date range selected, challenges were selected, email was filled in. Maybe we should make this explicit, call it recovery email, fill in. Then competition eventually is created. Then you've got the competition, then Tim and Sander are added, and then links are shared to both of those competitors. Then eventually Tim completes a challenge and total score was updated, completes another challenge. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right, let's export this, export current diagram, or maybe, you know what, maybe let's do export workspace diagrams, file diagrams, multiple one. Yeah, okay. I wonder what'll happen now. So we've got, oh, okay, we've got nothing in okay, we've got container diagram and flows because this is still called flows, which is buyout. Flows, I guess. Cool. Let's do that again. And then what I can do is add a new file to this directory called diagrams or something. Here we go. And link to those diagrams. So I want to diagram C4 container diagram PNG, and then the other one I have is flows of PNG. There you go. So this one and this one I want to put over here. Ya bastard. There we go. Save this. All right. Container diagram. System flow or something. Maybe let's put this. Yeah, whatever. Okay. All right, cool. Let's add that to all of this. And then commit. Changed container diagram plus added flow diagram. All right. Then maybe also mention those in the README. Functional stuff. Check out the diagrams. Docs, diagrams empty. Linked to diagrams from README. All right, and this is where I'll end today's session. System landscape. Oh, you can select left, right. Well, how do you lay out? Okay. Let's do that. Let's do a left, right. I want my flow. That's right after the include. Yeah. Ugh. This has become a little bit illegible. Oh, here we go. Can you switch? I guess not. Unless I could also just not link these things. I'm not sure what's best. Let's just check out what it looks like in our GitHub. The diagrams. I think this is better. Yeah, let's just keep it top down.
Well, I came upon a spot that was simply the most beautiful spot I'd ever seen in my life. And I said at that time, if I ever had the power,
All right.
I'd build a house there. I always wanted a house in the mountains. When I was a kid, I wanted a house in the mountains. And I said, if I ever get the chance, I'll build a house in the mountains. And then it came.
All right,
and I did.
cool.
I built it on the spot that to me was, as I said, the most beautiful spot I'd ever seen.
I'm gonna grab a bunch of water and then keep on drinking and then until I'm not thirsty anymore. And then read that. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. And, well, see you next week, I think. Yeah. Peace.